Hi, my name is Justin, and this is my descriptive speech for Mrs. Norris's class. This is my poster board. This is Oahu, and this speech is actually going to be about my trip there and the tourist sites I went to. So the first one I went to was the Dole Plantation. The Dole Plantation was created by James Dole, who moved there from Massachusetts. He saved up his money, he purchased a 64-acre homestead there, and he started harvesting pineapples there. By 1950, he set up a little fruit stand there for people to come and try his pineapples. And then in 1989, they built a plantation house there, which is actually a museum that shows you the history of James Dole and how he started that. When we went, I went with my family, and there was this little train that we got onto, you know, like the train at Disneyland, the little steam train that goes around the park. So we got on that, and there's a guide in there that tells you, you know, the history about the plantation. You go through the, you know, the groves, and you see all the pineapples there. And in the gift center, there's everything pineapple. I mean, butter, jam, anything you can think of pineapple, they have it. We also tried the Dole ice cream. It was great. I mean, you know, if you ever had Dole ice cream, it's so good. There, it was really good. And then the next tourist spot that we went to was Pearl Harbor. So Pearl Harbor, we went to the memorial there, which is over the USS Arizona. You get on a little boat and they take you out, you know, to where the ship is sunken in the harbor. And there's like a memorial that's built over it. So we got out there and we got onto the memorial platform, and our guide told us, you know, we're going to take a moment of silence because there is actually sailors that are still down there in the ship, which to me that was so surreal to actually know there was people down there and to see a ship, you know, sunken like that, and you can see it coming out of the top of the water. I've never seen anything like that, so that was very surreal for me. And then they took us to a room. There was like a room in there that is all marble walls with all the sailors that passed away there, and it's just name after name after name after name. So that, I mean, that was a great experience to go see. The next tourist site that we went to was Kualua Ranch. And it's actually a working cattle ranch today. And we went on ATVs, and so it was me and my family and a bunch of other tourists, so we all got lined up in a long row, and our guide was telling us, like, you know, you guys might get muddy, you might get bit by some bugs, because we're gonna go through streams and stuff. So it was such a fun experience riding through all the streams and going through like the little jungle areas. And then we came to this point where it was like a long, I mean, huge valley with huge mountains on the side, very lush, super green. I mean, it looked like a movie set. And it so happens that they do film a lot of movies there. So Jurassic Park was filmed there, Jurassic World, Jumanji, 50 First Dates. So it was just such a cool experience to see all that. And then the last place that we went to was Diamond Head. Diamond Head's known as Leai, which is brow of the tuna. But the reason why it got its name Diamond Head is because when sailors first came over, they found what they thought diamonds in the crater, which ended up being crystals, which had zero value. So when I went there, you pull up into the bottom of the crater, which is actually a volcano that is dormant for over 200,000 years. But so we pulled it into the bottom of the crater, and there's this staircase that you can see going, you know, up to the top of the mountain. You have to go inside the mountain too. So we start going up the staircase, and they're very narrow steps, so you have to be careful, otherwise you're gonna trip and fall. And I was like, okay, I can do this. Halfway through, oh my god, out of breath. It's like, I don't know if I can keep going. So then we kept going, and then you start going up there, and then you end up walking into the actual mountainside. And once you get in there, it's very dim, and they have like lights hanging from the top. If you've ever been on the ride Indiana Jones, you know those flickering lights? It's kind of look like that in there. It's very dark and dim in there. And then you get to the top of it, and there's this metal spiral staircase that you go up the spiral staircase to the top, and you come into this like cement bunker. And inside this cement bunker is where they had like the lookout. And because this was built, it was built by the military in the 40s and 30s. So this was a lookout area, and this is where they would have the gun, you know, that did like a 360-degree view up there to shoot ships that were out at sea. So when you're up there, the view is amazing. When you look down, that crater looks enormous. It looks so big because you can see the hull cut out of it. It looks like an asteroid hit there. And then you can see downtown Waikiki and all, like, you know, the hotels along the beach there. It's gorgeous. So if you've never been to Oahu, I highly suggest it. There's a lot of tourist attractions there. I mean, the ocean's beautiful, crystal clear, white sands, and gorgeous. So this is, this I got in Hawaii. I actually got this I think at the Dole Plantation there too. But this is just a couple of things, you know, I just want to show you really quickly. So a little bit of pictures. This is my mom. This is the Dole Plantation right here. We're eating our Dole ice cream here. Mom's being crazy in that picture. And then, see, these are a couple of the pictures from the Dole Plantation here. So right there. And this is actually, see how the pineapples, they grow here like this. So that was quite interesting there. And then, like I said, so this was Diamond Head here. So this is where you go into the mountainside there. So, a couple more pictures, and that's it. Hope you enjoyed.